Today, I'm going to show you how to buy a domain and hosting from Namecheap step by step so you can get your website set up quickly and confidently. If you've been looking for a simple way to purchase hosting, choose a plan, and get access to cPanel without feeling overwhelmed, this tutorial will walk you through the entire process. And if this video helps you out, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more easy software and website tutorials. Alright, let's begin. First, go to namecheap.com in your browser. Once the homepage loads, log into your Namecheap account using the email and password tied to your profile. If you don't already have an account, you'll need to create one first before you can continue with the purchase. After you're logged in, look at the top menu and hover over Domains. From the drop-down list, choose the type of hosting you need. In this example, I'm selecting shared hosting because it's one of the most common and beginner-friendly options for new websites. You can also explore the other hosting options if your project needs something different, but for most users, shared hosting is the easiest place to start. Now you'll see the available hosting plans. Namecheap usually offers options like Stellar, Stellar Plus, and Stellar Business. Take a moment to compare these plans because each one offers different storage, website limits, and features. If you're building a simple site or blog, a basic plan may be enough. If you expect more traffic or need extra resources, then a higher plan might make more sense. Once you've picked the plan that fits your needs, select your billing period. You can often choose monthly, yearly, or longer-term billing depending on what's available for that plan. After that, choose your data center location. This is important because selecting a data center closer to your visitors can help improve website performance and loading speed. Next, you'll be asked to choose a primary domain for your hosting plan. At this point, you can either use a new domain or connect an existing one, depending on whether you already own a domain name. If you already purchased your domain, simply select the existing domain option and enter it. If you still need a domain, you can register one as part of the setup process. After selecting your primary domain, click Add to Cart. This will place your hosting plan into your shopping cart so you can review everything before checking out. Take a moment here to make sure the plan, billing period, domain choice, and data center are all correct. Now review your order carefully. If you have a coupon code, this is where you can apply it to save money on your purchase. Namecheap often allows promotional discounts, so it's always worth checking before paying. Once everything looks good, click Confirm Order. After confirming the order, you'll be prompted to choose a payment method. You can usually pay with a credit card, PayPal, or account funds, depending on what you have available in your account. Select the method that works best for you, then agree to the terms and click Pay now to complete the purchase. Once the payment goes through successfully, the next step is to wait for the hosting account to activate. In many cases, Namecheap shared hosting activates very quickly, but Namecheap does mention that it can sometimes take 30 to 60 minutes, so if you don't see access right away, give it a little time before assuming something went wrong. After the hosting is activated, you can access your account by going to Namecheap, then opening Hosting List, and finally clicking Go to cPanel. That will take you into your hosting control panel where you can manage files, install WordPress, create email accounts, and handle the rest of your website setup. And that's it. You've now learned how to buy a domain and hosting from Namecheap step by step, from logging in and choosing a plan all the way to payment and cPanel access. If this tutorial helped you, please give it a like, subscribe for more helpful tutorials, and leave a comment if you want me to cover the next steps like installing WordPress or connecting your domain. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.